It was about investing a lot of my own money, to be honest, all my savings. Also, the agency where I was, Wieden & Kennedy, have this really interesting thing called the Spore Fund, where they start you off with £1,000 if they like your idea. So I got that. We did a bunch of these taxis ourselves to begin with because it was a design project. We documented the process and launched it on Kickstarter. We were funded for about a good amount of 30 taxis in Bombay. That's how we got our big first break. Post Kickstarter, we're now about a good 100 taxis on the roads in Bombay. We're now working with brands to continue our journey. I was working as an art director at Wieden & Kennedy, London, while we launched the project. Back in the day, we didn't sort of realize what we were getting into. So yeah, it taught us a lot in terms of the kind of hurdles, especially in production, to expect, and getting things done was quite difficult to do it from a distance. So I moved back. It sort of cost me my job. But yeah, we then started working from strength to strength. We are still bootstrapped. The Kickstarter fund gave us a good 6 months to figure out how to, survive thereafter. So we've started to collaborate with brands. But at the same time, the beginning was very difficult to educate the brands of what we were as a medium, that we were not a billboard or we were not, some kind of a poster, but we were a fabric that people would want to sit on. Giving up the job was quite difficult in the beginning, but it only felt that this is probably the right time to be here in Bombay. In terms of a salary, the cushion that a job gives you and the comfort that is there mentally, which now I have sort of different opinions about, was something that was quite difficult to not have in the first few months. But yeah, the fact that there was a lot to lose in terms of the project itself, if we were to stop, and if I were to go back to my life, got the best out of everyone involved. I would say that in that adversity, we improvised, we worked really hard, and the feeling of not having a salary is now keeping us on the edge. It's quite motivating in itself. I don't think I ever regretted doing this at all, but I regret not having done it earlier when we actually thought about it. Being surrounded by the right kind of people, a lot of them came forward to help me. And also this amazing race that is going on right now of building things is so infectious. It made me believe that there was something that we were on to. I would definitely follow the gut. When the idea was floating around in all of our heads, there was a lot of fear in terms of how we're going to execute this, and it did feel like maybe the idea is stupid at the time and not feasible. I would definitely change that if the idea seems crazy enough for people to like it and for makers to probably reject it, there is definitely something in the idea that is worth pursuing. It's very important to be honest with yourself about setting goals and then how effectively you're sort of achieving that. If it sort of scares you, you're probably on the right track. And lastly, we're on this pursuit and we're just going crazy trying to achieve all these goals, but it's important to celebrate, and we celebrate more often now.